What's up, guys? It's your girl Shay Vlogs, and I am back with another video today. And today's video, we are doing a reaction video to a creator called Pierre's World. I will tag him down below, so be sure to go ahead and subscribe to his channel, show him some love. But today's video, you guessed it by the title and the thumbnail, we will be reacting to another Passport Bro hate video. If you are a new subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you can be notified the next time I post or go live. And hit that like button while you're at it. Show me some love. Drop a comment down below as well. And if you are a returning subscriber, you already know what to do. I did tag the creator down below, so be sure to show him some love on his page, and let's get into this video.
Good luck. Okay. The requirements for women is a lot higher nowadays, and that goes a lot of the men leaving the US for the finer ways. They're only doing so because we believe women in the US have standards that are too high.
The fact that women are no longer lowering their standards.
Well, it's brilliant.
Passport Bros thought exercise. The guy will go to a foreign country to find a life partner, and this is highly controversial because there's good women here in the United States who need partners too, and they don't want to go to a third world country to go find a partner because we know how bad those guys can be. The machismo is real. So it's not fair to women to have all the guys in a developed country that are willing to give them rights go to another country to find a girl that's going to be loyal to them and not give them a hard time. Because I don't know a country that a woman could go to find a male counterpart where that male is actually going to treat her right and allow her to have a job. It's starting to look really bad for women in that case. So of course they're going to be upset about the whole passport bros culture. But let's make it granular. Let's think about one guy, right? Let's say that there's a woman who wants one guy. She's like, oh, he's good. I'd like to date him. But he's going out of the country to go get a date instead of dating her here in the United States. There's a reason why he's doing that. And you might go, that's not fair. I should have a solid chance of dating this guy. Well, why don't you be more like the kind of girl that he wants to date? Then everybody goes up in arms and be like, Sean, how could you say that? No one should have to change to fit somebody else's heteronormative, whatever, blah, 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 just so that way they can get a date with a guy. He should stay in the country and date here anyway, without girls having to change to be more submissive or whatever. But listen to the logic of that.
I'm gonna pause it there because he's giving us an earful to listen to, but I agree with his logic. I kind of agree with his logic. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, one, if you guys saw the previous video of the girl with the wild hair and the shorts and with her butt out, these are the same women that are like, respect me, you know, be faithful to me, don't cheat on me, you know what I mean? My body, my choice. And they want a husband and things like that. And then they walk around with basically almost underwear on. But they want men to not catcall them. They expect men to not look at them, or else they're weirdos, they're pervs, they're creeps. You know, they may see themselves on TikTok being called a weirdo and saying, hey, can you help me find him? I want to press charges. There are so many things that can go wrong for a man, you know? So we, as women, have to hold ourselves to a higher standard. We cannot go out like this and expect for us to get no looks, for men to not catcall us, for men to not say anything to us, but we put ourselves on display like this and expect to get zero attention. Only if you're attracted to that man. Then it's not harassment. Then it's not, you know, oh, he's harassing me, he's annoying, he's this, he's that, call the police. Only if you're attracted to that man. But if a man that you're not attracted to even says, hey, how you doing, beautiful? I want to get to know you. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever his pickup line is, it's harassment. You guys want to press charges. You know, this whole Me Too movement. You know, he's a perv. All these things come with it. So let's just keep going with this video.
Trying to force a man. Stay in a country and date people he's just not attracted to. So you can have a guy that won't love you because you're not willing to meet him in the middle. So you're going to shame a man for his preferences. You're going to attack him for his choices. His choices did not hurt you. They just didn't choose you.
And that's something that I totally agree with. If a man has preferences, that's his preference. You know, just like us women have preferences. We may be 4'11", 5 feet, you know, on a good day, but we want a man that's 6'5", that's built like this, that has, you know what I mean? We have preferences, you know what I mean? But we don't get shamed for those preferences. But say if, you know, a man says, oh, I want a woman that cooks, that cleans, who's beautiful, who, you know, supports my dreams, who does this, then it's like, whoa, who do you think you are? You know? So I feel like we should have that same energy when it comes to ourselves. And I personally don't think that the men are not attracted to us. I just feel like we give them a very hard time, you know, and it's not like, oh, just be a ditz and, you know, do whatever they say. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when you have women who think it's attractive to be crazy, if a man even looks in the direction of a woman, you guys are breaking his car windows, you guys are putting his car on flats, you guys would call the police and put that man in jail, you guys would, you know, put him in a situation where he has to fight on your behalf just because you want to test his gangster and all this kind of thing. So I just feel like it's not even that they're not attracted to us, it's that, you know, we do things that put them in certain situations that they just are tired of being in. Like, people really lose their life, and that woman who just put you in that situation to quote unquote test your gangster because, you know, she doesn't know if you're soft or not, or she's just crazy, that same woman will go date your homeboy 2 days after the funeral. So you really have to watch out for some of these women because crazy is not cute.
This guy said these women are very unhappy. It seems to be the one thing they all have in common. Because I'm thinking to myself, why would you care if these broke boys, as they call them, these men that can't get any play, so they go overseas, these men that are weird, these are men that you claim to not want. And when you look at all these videos of these women, and men as well, but these women talking about the passport bros, it's very demeaning language. It's not, oh my God, all these kings are leaving us and we want them back and that's why we're upset.
Right.
It's these broke dusties, these bums. They can't get no play here, so they're going overseas. But why are you mad? It just seems like you're hating.
My take on the
I agree. I don't understand why women who are not necessarily affected by this feel so entitled to just voice their opinion in such a negative manner. If something doesn't personally affect me and I feel nothing towards it, why am I gonna say I don't care about this, but I'm gonna speak on it? I don't care that the men are leaving because they're broke, they're dusty, they're boys, they're this or whatever, you know, term that you want to call them to be disrespectful to them. Why do you guys say stuff like that, but then in the same breath 100 times in the video say, but I don't care about it, but nobody wants them? So why are you so upset? It doesn't make sense. It's only because they have stood their ground and said basically they don't want a woman like you, which they have the right to do. It's a preference. Just like you said, you don't want a broke, dusty man. He's saying, I don't want a woman who thinks that cooking for me is slave behavior. I don't want a woman who wants to slap me every time I walk in the house if I don't do X, Y, and Z. I don't want a woman who, you know what I mean? If they have their requirements and you're not able to meet them or you don't want to, that's your choice. But don't get mad when they start leaving and treating the next woman right in the next country.
in addition to just feeling disrespected and unappreciated by men in my own life, it's another thing when you wake up to comments on the internet by other Black men who just, I just
Let me get my tiny violin out, okay? Why are you crying? Because in that video that I posted yesterday, and the video that I posted yesterday, she was bold. She was disrespecting them. She was laughing. She was talking all kind of crazy stuff. But now that she's getting flack from what she calls the passport boys, literally disrespecting them in the title by calling them boys when these people are grown men. Stop calling men boys. You cannot be sad and crying and want people to now leave you alone because you've now pulled out the woman tears. You want equality, right? You want to be equal to men. When men cry, what do women say? Toughen up. Do what you gotta do. Move on. So now we're giving you the same energy. We don't want to see those tears. We don't care about the tears.
I don't know. I feel like everything Black women do is hate.
Girl,
Don't feel safe. Love around my own man. Men of my race, and it hurts. Because Black women do so much. So hard for Black men. It just never be the same for us.
I can categorically say that Black women are not hated by Black men.
right.
Most Black men, like most men in
Love
general,
Black women.
prefer to date within their race. Unfortunately, young Black women today are just too masculine. These women are very career driven. They want to enjoy their 20s. And it's only when they hit their late 20s, early 30s, now they start talking about maybe I should settle down. But by that time, it's too late.
Yeah.
You've seen, done, and been through too much at that point to be a wife. It's sad, but it is what it is. But it's only at that point where these women start to come up with this nonsense about protect Black women. After they just spent the last 5-10 years telling us how little they need Black men, how independent they are. They are independent queens who need no man for nothing.
Right.
Now it's protect Black women. I don't feel protected.
I don't get when when women say that, because it's like, when have you ever been in a position where you even allow the Black man to protect you? When you always have this guard up in this defense of, I'm a strong Black woman, I'm an independent woman, I don't need you for anything. If I can do it on my own, what do I need you for? If I could have kids on my own, I wouldn't need a man. I could go through life without ever having a man. And I feel like a lot of that stems from hurt, but I feel like it's also driven by social media and women hearing the things that men say. Like, for instance, in the music industry, in the music culture, whatever you want to call it, the way that men move and the way they talk about women is definitely super different. But that doesn't go for women the way it goes for men. Men can have multiple partners and it be okay. Women cannot. And it goes all the way back to the Bible times. You've never really heard of a woman having 4 or 5 men that she's married or that she's, with. You've never had that. So, but you can point out multiple instances in the Bible where a man has had multiple women or has had children by multiple women. That's what men do. They're here to procreate. Men are not really 100% built to be 100% monogamous. And I know it sucks to even say that, because of course, as a woman, even me, of course, I want my man to not even, want to do stuff like that. But the reality is, it happens. It happens.
Cry me a river.
Cry me a river. Group of men that get passports and go to another country to find women. Because in America, women hate all men and men don't cheat, blah blah, this, that, and the third. And the women are men, the same women who hate men, and men who are respected. Men go where they're respected.
Right.
So if you don't respect a man, how can you expect that man to respect you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my other question for feminists is, how are you going to beg for respect? Wouldn't you just give respect and then the respect is reciprocated as an individual?
A woman's outlook on men is most likely going to be determined by how she was raised. These women who are raised by single mothers, these older women, they still don't get it. This woman here, half the age, I'm willing to bet money that her dad was in her life, which is why she can understand a basic concept. Men go where they're respected.
Right.
Very simple. Because when you talk to these women today, they will acknowledge that women have become masculine, but they wonder why their relationships don't work out. It's like these boss chicks, these independent queens, they become more masculine, and then they want your masculinity to rise above theirs. Well,
Right.
really what needs to happen is their masculinity needs to come down.
Right.
You need to become more feminine. That's how it works. You need to become more masculine to deal with your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You need to bring yourself down. but they can't do it because feminism is ingrained in these women. Everything they do, they compare themselves to men,
Right.
and they have turned themselves into the very men they despise. I said this before in my video, the passport bros, they're option number 2 for these women. And their
Right.
option number 2 is going and find happiness, while they're still waiting for Ray Ray.
If you need a passport, it's you.
I always laugh when these haters, the passport bros, make that argument. There are millions of women in the United States, so you should be able to find a woman in the United States. To all the haters that make that argument, have you ever heard the concept of quality over quantity? That means that just because there's an abundance of something does not mean it's of good or redeemable quality.
So drop a comment down below, and like I said, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.